Hello everyone, this is Anand Ranjan, Assistant Professor, School of Computer Application, Babu Banarsidas University, Lucknow. Welcome you all in the video lecture series of Digital Electronics. In this video, we will discuss the D and T flip-flops.
These flip-flop have certain shortcomings, certain very interesting property which we are used in the implementation of the basic storing element. Yeah, and of course we will in the coming or the unit 4 we will see that what are the different applications of these flip-flops to design our counters and registers. Okay. Counters are again a very special type of sequential circuit which is actually used to count some clock pulses, while the registers are again a very beautiful, or we can say very useful it means component in our digital domain for storing a string of data. Means we can say that if you are having a 8-bit register, then can store a 8-bit of data. So we'll see that how these 8-bit register is gonna be constructed and how that will be. We'll discuss its design implementation. We will also discuss the role of flip-flop in that part also. So let's first today we'll discuss the D flip-flop. D flip-flop. Okay, and of course in the D flip flop sometimes in your examination, if it is an objective question, then he may ask you that what is the meaning of this D. So this D is actually represents the data flip flop, you can say. Okay, so this D is signifying the data. Okay. This is signifying the data. So this is the data flip flop, you can say. And why we say it's a D flip flop, because very important tag line with this data flip flop is that in this flip flop your output is exactly follows the input, is exactly follows the inputs. Okay. So how to construct that? Of course, it is not a new kind of flip-flop. We can construct it either from the SR flip-flop or the
सर
JK flip-flop. So let's first try to construct.
सर
Uh,
सर
Hello.
सर ये फ्लिप फ्लॉप बोल रहे हैं आप
बोलिए.
एग्जैक्ट? यस सर, आप बोल रहे हैं एग्जैक्टली
हाँ.
आउटपुट को फॉलो कर रहा है, मतलब सारी इनपुट को फॉलो कर रहा है। तो सर फिर ये सीक्वेंस सर्किट के
हाँ.
अंडर में कैसे आया? क्योंकि सिर्फ इनपुट पे डिपेंड करेगा तो कॉम्बिनेशन हो जाएगा ना।
नहीं नहीं एग्जैक्टली फॉलो करेगा इनपुट को, बट देर इज एन फीडबैक पाथ, देर इज स्टोरिंग फीचर इज देयर ना. Are you getting my point or not? Of course, the output is exactly
यस
follow
सर।
the input, but at the same time, the output is stored in the system itself. Na? But in combinational circuit, this kind of facility is not. Okay. All
यस
right.
सर।
It is clear.
यस
Hello.
सर सर।
Yeah.
यस सर।
So this makes make a difference. Yeah. So okay. So now first I will to make this D flip flop with the SR flip flop, and of course it's then I'll try to design the D flip flop with JK flip flop. JK flip flop. Of course, in the end of flip flop we have some inputs. So let me first draw the inputs of SR flip flop and at the same time output of SR flip flop. Means let's say this is my S terminal, this is my R terminal, and this is my clock terminal, and this is Q and this is Q bar terminal. And if I'm trying to construct it using the JK flip flop, then of course we have two terminals, J and K, and this is the clock input terminal, and we'll have Q and Q bar, complemented and uncomplemented output of these. So first let's try to understand if we want to make a D flip-flop, because what we have make a statement about this D flip-flop that output is exactly follow the input, and we'll see how it is working. But first of all, we'll try to understand means how to what it look like means. So we have to use one not gate here, and connect these terminal in such a fashion like this, okay. So now we have one terminal at the input side, and this terminal is known as the D terminal. Okay, this terminal is known as the D terminal. Similarly, if you are using the JK flip-flop, then in JK flip-flop also you can make this kind of arrangement. Means you can make your inputs connected in this fashion. So this flip-flop, this is the clock CL, clock and written in short form CLK. CLK we are writing clock. Okay, so this is the D flip-flop which we design with the help of SR flip-flop. This is the D flip-flop which we designed with the JK flip-flop. And there is one interesting thing, means if you are designing your D flip-flop, okay, using SR flip-flop. So first of all, you have to, let me give you one interesting trick about this. So first of all, draw the truth table of SR flip-flop. Okay, so in SR flip-flop, this is, let's say this is S, this is R, and this is my present state, let's say Qn plus 1. So with the this S and R, we can generate different combinations like 0 0 0 1 1 1, sorry, 1 0 1 0 1 0 and 1 1. And of course, when the S and R both are 0 0, then the present state of that flip-flop was क्या था?
Present
Q1
0 0.
Q1, and when your S is equal to 0, S is equal to 0, R is equal to 1, this is corresponding to the reset. Yes?
0. Yes.
Hello. So reset means it is 0. When S is equal to 1, R is equal to 0, this is corresponding to set. It means 1. And when both are 1 1, then this was actually the invalid state. Invalid state. And this invalid state is actually become the toggle state when we use the JK flip-flop. Yes, you remember it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now what I am trying to say that if you know this table, okay, if you know this table, and in this table, if you eliminate this R column, because what we are actually say that we are considering the S column itself, and we actually eliminate or taking the complement of R. So what I am trying to do, I am trying to eliminate this R column in this way, and at the same time I am also eliminating these rows. Okay, these rows. So whatever the leftover items remains here, means 0 0 1 1, this is the corresponding function table of D flip-flop. Okay, so in that case I will replace this S by D. I'll replace this S by D. So now we can write this truth table for the D flip-flop. Truth table of D flip-flop, and of course in presence of clock you can also consider. So let me take clock, then here the D input and the present output of this. So of course without clock, if we assume anything, then it doesn't make any sense. Means if you are saying that you do not have any clock, means if clock is not there, then no matter what input you applied at D flip-flop, it will always reflect the past output. Okay, it will always reflect the past output. When your clock is there, then in that case, if you provide D is equal to 0, then your output will become 0. And with the presence of clock, if you provide D as 1, then present state will become 1. Okay,
1.
Present state will become 1. So this is the truth table or the function table for your D flip-flop. D flip-flop. Okay, it is clear to all of you or not? Yes.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Now, just I told you that we have to work on four different aspects. Means this is the first important table in which we have to consider when we are studying the flip-flops, and the four other things which we also need to construct to completely characterize or completely understand the specific flip-flop. The first is truth table, second is characteristic table, third is characteristic equation, and finally fourth is your excitation table. So now we know how the D flip-flop is look like. See, most of the time you might have seen this kind of diagram. Means you will have only this kind of diagram. Okay, this is one block. This is one block in which one input terminal, which is D, and two output terminal like this. Okay, so this is your data input. Okay, this is your data input. You can say this is D terminal, this is Q, and this is your Q bar terminal. So these all are actually equivalent. Okay, but at the design point of view, you should have to always consider that there are two input of SR or JK flip-flop are actually complemented with each other. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yes, sir. All right. So now we have the truth table. Then we are going to construct the characteristics. Second important table is the characteristic table. And of course the characteristics table is not actually the new kind of table. Basically the characteristic table shows us that if you are with the input along with your output, how will be the what will be the present state. Means whenever somebody asks you that what is characteristic table, then characteristic table is nothing but this table constitute with the input D, and the past output of your flip-flop, and based on these two input you actually want to know what is the present state of your flip-flop. Okay. Hello. So in the previous slide, we have seen this truth table. So I'm gonna take help of the previous slide. Means it isn't new actually, because D and Qn plus 1 we have seen, means if we are having no clock, then of course in that case we have the previous output, but if we have 0 then it is 0, and if it is 1 then it is 1. So now let's first consider this D is equal to 0. Okay, D is equal to 0, and of course the previous state could be either 0 or 1. Hello? Yes? So initially what I am assuming previous state is 0. I am assuming previous state is 0. So what you can say, what will be the output?
0.
0. Very good, because
0.
no matter what is your previous output, if you provide D is equal to 0, your present state will be 0 only. Okay. Similarly, if you provide 0 and your previous output was 1, then tell me what will be the output?
0.
0.
0 again, absolutely correct. Means it doesn't make any difference. Means whatever your previous output was there, if you provide D is equal to 0, your present state will be 0. Similarly, if your D is equal to 1 and previous state is 0, then tell me what is your output?
1.
1.
Yes, that is 1. And similarly, if D is equal to 1 and previous state is 1, then again your output present state is 1. So this is the characteristic table. It means characteristic table actually summarize the present state based on the input and the previous output. Okay, so we can draw in a table form like this. This is known as the characteristic table. Okay, so it is clear to all of you, yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, based on this characteristic table, can we derive the characteristic equation? Let's say the third part is the characteristic equation. And characteristic equation is basically nothing but simple. Whatever the input and output behavior you see in this characteristic table, you have to formulate in an expression form. Okay, so this is the output, this is your input. In output you have 2 ones, 2 zeros. It means either the min-term approach or max-term approach, you can write the Boolean expression for Qn plus 1. Can you write it or not? Yes. Hello.
Yes.
So tell me, what will be the expression for Qn plus 1? This is my output and the D and Qn is my inputs. So we are having 2 ones here and here. So first one is corresponding to
D Qn bar
D
yes,
Qn bar plus Qn
D Qn
D
plus
Qn
D
D
and
Qn
Qn
D and Qn. Can you take D common? Yeah. Hello.
yes sir
When you take D common, then what left over in the bracket? It is Qn bar plus Qn.
Qn.
Yes. And what is this Qn bar plus Qn?
1
1. Absolutely correct. So what we can summarize here, that Qn plus 1, which is the present state of your D flip-flop, is equal to D. That's why we are saying this D flip-flop is exactly follow the inputs. Your output of the D flip-flop is exactly follow the input. Okay, are you getting my point or not?
yes sir.
With this
Yes, sir.
characteristic equation, that statement can be dually verified, that your present state is actually nothing but whatever the input you applied at the D side. Okay.
Yes sir.
So this is my third important parameter we can say in context to our flip-flop study. And lastly, we have to make the excitation table. We have to make the excitation What does it mean by excitation table? See, in any system, excitation table means by considering the output, what input you applied at the system, okay, which provide means होता क्या है कि अगर आपको एक आउटपुट चाहिए भैया, एक मशीन से आप ये काम कराना चाहते हैं कि ये मशीन ये आउटपुट प्रोड्यूस करे, तो वो आउटपुट प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए उसमें इनपुट क्या देना पड़ेगा, है ना? इनपुट आपको क्या देना पड़ेगा, इस चीज को यहाँ पर बताया गया है कि अगर किसी फ्लिप फ्लॉप के आउटपुट को आप सुनिश्चित करना चाहते हैं, है ना, कि आप सुनिश्चित कर, उसका पहले का आउटपुट ये था और अब आप ये करना चाहते हैं, तो ऐसा करने के लिए आपको उसके इनपुट पर क्या लगाना पड़ेगा, ये आपको जानकारी एक्साइटेशन टेबल के माध्यम से मिलती है. ओके, सो नाउ लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, बिकॉज दिस इज द in this D flip flop output is exactly follow the input. So what I am trying to say here, that if we are having Qn, which is my previous output, this is Qn plus 1, which is my desired output. So what input I'll applied at the D terminal to make this kind of transition. Okay, so this kind of transitions can be summarized as, for example, if my previous output is 0 and I want to remain it 0, so what I'll apply at D?
0.
0. Very good. I will apply it at 0. And if my past output is 0 and I want to make it 1, means present state I want to make it 1, so what input I will apply at
1.
D? 1. Very good. Excellent. And if for example previous output is 1 and I want to make the present 0, then
0.
0. Very good. And if my previous output is 1, I want to make it 1, then what input I'll apply?
1.
Because as just we have seen in the characteristic table, that your D is exactly follow D, Qn plus 1 is equal to D. So no matter what is this Qn column you are having, you simply have to translate 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1. Okay, in this fashion. Okay, so this is the excitation table. This is the excitation table of your D flip flop. These excitation table will make your life comfortable when you are try to learn means how to convert one type of flip flop into another. Okay, into another. So everybody understand this topic? Yes. Let me summarize.
Yes, sir.
We have D flip flop, and with this D flip flop, the D stand for data. In D flip flop, your output is exactly follow the input. This is our very important tagline regarding this flip flop, and we'll see soon that how we say this statement once the characteristic equation has been arrived. In data flip flop, we actually whatever the inputs in SR and JK flip flop, we make a common input by providing one as the direct and another is to the NOT gate, means a complement of that value. And in that case, if let's say we are trying to make our D flip flop with SR flip flop, we use that SR flip flop and eliminate the two situations. See why? See one more important question: why we actually eliminate this 0 0 and 1 1 rows? Can anybody tell me?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me why we actually eliminate.
Memory maybe.
Huh?
Or 1 1.
See why in SR? Huh?
कैसा कि क्वेश्चन एक बार रिपीट कीजिए सर।
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि मैंने एसआर फ्लिप फ्लॉप में से अभी आप अगर आप ध्यान से देखें तो मैंने 2 रो एलिमिनेट करी हैं यहाँ ब्लू लाइन से जो आपको दिख रही हैं, तो मैंने यही 2 ब्लू लाइन क्यों एलिमिनेट करी?
क्योंकि यहाँ पर सर इनपुट कॉम्प्लीमेंट में आना चाहिए।
वेरी गुड, एक्सीलेंट। क्योंकि इनपुट साइड पर अगर आप देखो तो हम यहाँ पर क्या किया है, नॉट गेट लगाया है। तो अगर आप डी पर 0 लगाओगे तो दूसरे पे ऑटोमेटिकली क्या जाएगा 1, और अगर 1 लगाओगे तो दूसरे पे क्या जाएगा 0। ये सिचुएशन कभी नहीं आएगी कि आप एस और आर पे या तो 0 0 सेम या 1 1, कभी नहीं हो सकता। ओके okay, that's why
Yes,
we
sir.
eliminate this 0 0 and 1 1 input combination in the SR flip flop and eliminate the R column, and whatever the thing is left over which represents the truth table for D flip flop, which we summarize over here. And with this D flip flop truth table, we construct the characteristic table, and with this characteristic table we derive the characteristic equation using the minterm approach. And with this characteristic equation you can draw the excitation table for making the transition from your past output to present output. What input you applied at the input terminal, this information can be extracted from the excitation table. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let's move on to the another type of, or the last category of your flip flop, let's say, which is your T flip flop. T flip flop. T flip flop. Can anybody tell me that what is the meaning of T here? What T signifies? Here the T signifies toggle. Okay, T signifies toggle. So let me first draw the T flip flop, and this T flip flop is, again we are studying in context to the JK flip flop. In JK flip flop we are having 4 terminals. These terminals are J, K, this is CLK, clock, this is Q, and Q bar means complemented, uncomplemented output. And now this JK flip flop, if you short, this is interesting, you should have to know, if you short both the terminal of J and K, then this combined terminal will become your T terminal, and this assembly is known as your T flip flop. This assembly is known as your T flip flop. And sometimes in block diagrammatic representation, the T flip flop can be represented like this, in which you will have only one terminal, one clock input terminal, and two output terminal. This is your terminal T terminal, this is Q, this is Q bar, and this is your clock or the CL. Okay, so again, just because here we are using JK flip flop, so let me try to write down the truth table of JK flip flop. JK and QN plus 1. So if you remember that this is 0 0, what is the present state? QN? Yes? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If J is equal to 0, K is equal to 1, this is corresponding to reset, means your present state will become 0. If J is equal to 1, K is equal to 0, your present, this is corresponding to static state, it means Qn plus 1 become 1. And if J is 1, K is 1, then This is corresponding to
Toggles.
toggle Qn bar. Qn bar. Is it so or not? Yes?
Yes,
Okay, this is Qn bar. Now I'm going to make the truth table for T flip-flop with the help of this JK flip-flop truth table. So in this case, now I'm going to eliminate again one row and two rows and one column. So in that case, I'm going to eliminate the J column along with these two. So now can anybody tell me that why actually I eliminate 0, 1 and 1, 0?
because sir वहाँ पे
कॉम्प्लीमेंट
हाँ?
कोई कॉम्प्लीमेंट है नहीं सर.
Because
complement
both
complements हो जा रहे हैं.
कॉम्प्लीमेंट भी है.
both input J and K are same. Yeah. So both could be either 0, 0 or 1, 1. Okay. 0, 0 and 1, 1. So the leftover terms I'm gonna write here. Okay, leftover terms I'm gonna write here, to which will give you the function table for T flip flop. Okay. So let me write in this way. Truth table for JK flip flop. And of course, with this, first we consider the clock, then the J terminal, which has become now T terminal. So we'll consider T, and then we will talk about the present state. Okay. So now tell me, if clock is not there, so no matter what you applied at Q, your present output is always the past output. Okay, present output is always the past output. But with the presence of clock, if you provide T is equal to 0, then what will be your output?
QN.
Qn, very good, Qn. And with the presence of clock, if you provide your T is equal to 1, then what you will get at the output?
QN bar.
QN bar.
Very good, excellent. So that's why we actually called it as toggle, because if you provide T is equal to 0, it will give you the previous output, and if you provide T is equal to 1, then whatever the previous output it is having, it just perform the complement of that. That's why we are saying this T flip-flop as a toggle flip-flop. Okay, T flip-flop called as a toggle flip-flop. Clear to all of you? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me put in a table form like this. So this is our first table has been ready, which is truth table. And now the second table, which we will formulate, or which we will study with the help of truth table, is known as कौन सी होगी? Characteristic table. So now we will going to write the characteristic table based on your truth table. Okay, and what are the means characteristic table में input कौन से होंगे भाई? एक होएगा आपका T, दूसरा क्या होगा? previous Qn, और उसके बेसिस पर आप क्या निकालोगे अपना प्रेजेंट
QN plus 1.
Qn plus 1. सी कई बार टेक्स्ट बुक में ये आपको यहाँ पर आपको दे देगा Q1, तो यहाँ पर वो लिख देगा Q1-1, तो उससे आपको कंफ्यूज होने की जरूरत नहीं है। मैं Q1+1 को प्रेजेंट स्टेट मान रहा हूँ, इसीलिए मैं Q1 को क्या कह रहा हूँ कि Q1 मेरा क्या है, पास्ट स्टेट। ओके, इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? या
Yes, sir.
okay, so now let me take my t is equal to 0 and Qn is equal to 0. Then tell me, what is this Qn+1?
0.
Huh? Yes.
QN.
0. Yes, it is 0. And if I am giving you t is equal to 0 and I am considering my past output is 1, then tell me.
1.
1.
Yes, it is 1. And if I am assuming my t equal to 1, Qn is equal to 0, then what it is?
0.
1.
So
0.
yes, 1. It is 1. See भैया, अभी हमने क्या देखा था, t पीछे क्या दिखाया गया, हमारी जो टेबल है, इस टेबल को ध्यान में रखो ना। इस टेबल में हमने क्या दिखाया, t दिखाया और यहाँ पर दिखाया Qn+1। जब t क्या है 0, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा Qn, और यहाँ पर अगर 1 है तो ये क्या हो जाएगा Qn बार। ठीक है, तो अभी t क्या है 0, t क्या है 0, तो यहाँ पर अगर Qn क्या मान रहे हो, 0 मान रहे हो ना, हेलो 0 मान रहे हो, Qn+1 क्या हो जाएगा, 0 ही तो हो जाएगा ना। अगर t इज इक्वल टू 0 है और Qn आपने क्या माना है 1, तो यही 1 तो यहाँ पर आएगा ना। लेकिन जैसे t इज इक्वल टू 1 है और आपने Qn को क्या एज्यूम किया 0, तो ये क्या कर देगा, इसका उल्टा, कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ 1, कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ 0 1। यस,
Okay, sir.
now if t is equal to 1 and Qn is equal to 1, then what it is?
0.
0. Very good, excellent. See, means what I am trying to say that once your t input has been changed from 0 to 1, then accordingly he will gonna change your previous output. Because see, if for means above these two conditions, when your t is equal to 0, your when t is equal to 0 0, then it is directly map your Qn, means whatever the Qn they are having. But when your t is equal to 1, they complement it. Yeah, clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is your characteristic table. This is your characteristic table. Let us form in the table form like this. Alright, so this is the second task we have successfully performed. Now the third thing is what?
Equation.
Characteristic equation. Characteristic equation. So can anybody tell me that what will be the characteristic equation here? In context,
Yes, sir. T bar plus TQn bar.
Yes, first of all, by using the min-term approach, we can write the output present state output expression Qn+1, which is equal to, means corresponding to this 1 1, which is t bar. क्या होएगा?
T bar QN
Qn plus
TQn bar.
Qn bar. And I think this is a standard output of some basic logic gate. Yes, XOR. So this will become P XOR Qn. P XOR Qn. This the present state of this output is nothing but T Qn. T XOR with Qn. T XOR with Qn. Okay. T XOR with Qn. This is clear to all of you?
Yes,
Yeah?
sir.
Now the third thing, what is the third point? Sorry, fourth.
Fourth point.
Fourth point is
Excitation table. Excitation table.
excitation table. Excitation table. Excitation table. And what we do with the excitation table means we are actually interested to see the transitions, means transitions from past to present, and ये कैसे होगा, उसके लिए क्या इनपुट लगाना पड़ेगा वो आपको यहाँ पर बताना रहता है ना। तो अगर मान लो मेरा पहले क्या था 0 और मैं रखना चाहता हूँ 0, तो टी में क्या लगाना रहेगा
0.
0। अगर मैं चाहता, मेरा पहले था 0, मैं उसको अब करना चाहता हूँ 1, तो उसके लिए मुझे टी पर क्या इनपुट लगाना पड़ेगा
1.
1
वेरी गुड। अगर मेरे पास पहले 1 था, अब मैं उसको 0 करना चाह रहा हूँ, तो मुझे यहाँ क्या करना पड़ेगा
1
1, वेरी गुड। और अगर ये मेरा 1 था और मैं इसको फिर से 1 ही रखना चाहता हूँ, तो यहाँ पे मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा
0.
0
So this is my excitation table. This is my excitation table. Okay. All right. So let me frame it in a tabulation form. These tables are very important, and this concept is very important to understand the all flip-flop operations. Okay, so up to here I think it is now you have studied all type of flip-flop. Let me again summarize the T flip-flop. In T flip-flop we actually combined the JK terminal, and it will give us the new terminal which is known as the T terminal, and T stand for toggle. So just in case of we are designing the T flip-flop using the JK flip-flop, we eliminate those combinations which are complemented. So we eliminate 0 1 and 1 0 rows, and we also eliminate the K terminal because we have only single terminal, so we'll put the J over here. And then the leftover things are nothing but simple the truth table of your T flip-flop. So in presence of clock, if you provide T is equal to 0, it will give you the previous output, whatever it is stored in its memory. And if you provide T is equal to 1, then it will just simple complement your previous output, nothing else. So and this characteristics is very important in for designing some sequential circuit, which we will see in the next unit of your syllabus, digital electronics. And then we see the characteristic table. This characteristic table, nothing but it is actually a detailed description, you can say, or overall functioning of your flip-flop. So in which we are considering T input along with the previous output, and we are interested to know what is the present state of that flip-flop. So this, with this table, this information can be easily understand. And finally, sometimes the table is not actually easy to remember. So if you remember it in the form of equation, then this entire characteristic table can be summarized in the form of characteristic equation. So here this Qn plus 1 is equal to T XOR Qn we have derived, which is the characteristic equation for T flip-flop. And finally, we have seen the excitation table, keeping into consideration that what means how your output
सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही।
हाँ मुझे भी नहीं आया। सर कंट्रोल किससे होगा?
सर का माइक प्ले निकल गया। सर के माइक का प्लग निकल गया।
सर पढ़ा भी तो नहीं रहे ना, मतलब नेट घुस हुए।
हेलो सर, सर कहाँ चले गए?
हेलो।
यस सर।
यस सर।
या तो अभी तक किसी को कोई दिक्कत जितना बताया?
नो सर। सर स्क्रीन शेयर कर दीजिए।
अच्छा, कहाँ गया स्क्रीन? ओके नाउ।
यस सर।
तो सारे फ्लिप फ्लॉप समझ में आ गए, सबकी सारी टेबलें समझ में आ गई। बस यही आपको ध्यान में रखना है ना भाई?
यस सर।
अगर आप इतनी चीजें याद में रख लेंगे देन कोई भी दिक्कत नहीं होगी आपको। ओके सर, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक टेबल और एक्साइटेशन टेबल में डिफरेंस क्या है? अमित आस्क वन क्वेश्चन। ओके सो लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड। कैरेक्टरिस्टिक टेबल में हमने क्या किया है, हम बात कर रहे हैं आप प्रेजेंट आउटपुट की। मेरी बात ध्यान से सुनिएगा। कैरेक्टरिस्टिक टेबल में हम बात कर रहे हैं प्रेजेंट आउटपुट की, जो किस बात पर निर्भर कर रहा है? इनपुट के साथ साथ पहले प्रीवियस आउटपुट पर। अगर माय पॉइंट और नॉट? यानी कि यहाँ हम प्रेजेंट स्टेट की बात कर रहे हैं, जबकि एक्साइटेशन टेबल में हम इनपुट क्या लगाना है हमको। एक्साइटेशन टेबल में हमको इनपुट क्या लगाना है? कब? जब हम चाहते हैं कि हमारा पास्ट आउटपुट इस स्टेट से, पास्ट आउटपुट चेंज हो इससे इसमें, यानी पास्ट से प्रेजेंट में जाने के लिए पास्ट में अगर कोई भी संख्या वहां पड़ा हुआ है, 0 पड़ा हुआ है, 1 पड़ा हुआ है, उससे हम उसको चेंज करना चाहते हैं प्रेजेंट में, तो उसमें इनपुट क्या लगा सकते हैं, हम उस चीज की बात यहाँ पर करते हैं। तो आउटपुट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू इनपुट एंड प्रीवियस आउटपुट इज कैरेक्टरिस्टिक टेबल, एंड आउटपुट ट्रांजिशंस with from previous output to present, which input will decide to do that, which this will be studied by the excitation table. Okay, hello.
यस सर।
Okay,